Hey everyone, we are back with some Outer Worlds. So we are ready to meet up with Phineas's contact on Byzantium. Let's just get to it. And was Byzantium Freight Port landing pad. Oh, let's get going.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
We've landed in Byzantium. Sorry it's been a couple of days since I last streamed. I have been honestly playing Death Stranding 2, which just came out, well, the early access of it. Yeah, it's been really good. Just pulling up my stream on my phone. Okay, let's go on.
Can we talk?
Oh, what's up, Ellie?
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right?
Not really.
Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Okay. Of course, just let me know how I can help.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm just suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood.
Trying to be nonchalant about it.
See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
And now you just want to catch up with them?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm proud of you, Ellie. Of course you should reconnect with your parents.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
What?
Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that.
I get the idea.
Just know that I've got plenty more suggestions if you need them. Anything else?
No, let's go. Let's go to Byzantium. Okay, we got Ellie and Parvati. Lovely. Oh boy. That's a cool little area. Right, hello mate. Hello Carmen.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, you're meeting me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Let's get this over with. You have information for me?
Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Okay, there's got to be a way to catch the minister someplace less protected.
Afraid not. He almost
good.
never leaves his home and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Can't you get me into the minister's estate?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Okay, so what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Right. Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
How exactly did you get involved in all this anyway?
I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators.
When they die off, it's a sign that something's wrong.
Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see.
Like what?
For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Not really.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
Seems pretty normal.
Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place.
A regular tragedy.
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
I feel like I'm gonna go with 2. That makes sense. No, that's how things go around Halcyon, in case you didn't notice.
Except that's not how they go. At least that's not how they're supposed to go in Byzantium. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Right. Looks like I've got work to do. Wow. Interesting convo. Is that a workbench? What do we need to repair? Let's just repair all. 11 weapon parts, 13 arm parts. Yeah, that's fine. What can we do? What mods do we have? Whisper Quiet Muzzler, Fountain's Barrel, Ranged Weapon mod. Let's install this. And what is this exactly? Magta Zap, damage type shock, plasma. Oh, magazine size. Sure. Ah, 135. Oh damn. Let's go up. Love the elevator music. I don't know if I want to start with the main quest or the side quests like Eddie's parents or what's the other quest we got?
Why can't something exciting happen around here?
There was yeah, this is it. Find and kill Eva Chartrand.
For once.
Where exactly is she? No, 200 meters away. Let's pop over there.
Is that supposed to be a model of the system?
Jesus.
Not super accurate.
Prosperity Plaza discovered. Nice, massive model of like, I guess, the solar system. Either way. How are we getting across? Just over here. Right.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history.
Chairman Rockwell.
wonder, could each of these
Coming up to the house now.
Cannery and all.
Dr. Chartrand. Quick save. Let's see how this is gonna go. I think we just have to kill them, right?
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Oh, we can loot the place while we're here. Thank you. Right. How do we get downstairs? Can't use that. Sealed. Oh, we've got a terminal over here. Laboratory access. Okay, let's unseal. Okay, so we got the logs. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells, maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Let's do HRS. My worst suspicions are confirmed. 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Yet another relocation? Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time. But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update, wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance out with vodka. Right. Let's get into this lab then. Which is... Here we go. Let's quick save. I wonder if we'll get like...
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals even.
Is there anyone actually in here though? Uh-oh.
That's far enough.
Hello.
What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I hacked your terminal. Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Lilia runs sublight salvage on Groundbreaker. Good boss, bit of a live wire.
That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
You've been to Cascadia and Station 1084. I know all your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Sublight took over the lab. Your human aquariums are probably just office decor.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
What were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Crisis? What crisis?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters.
That's true.
I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
This is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms.
Oh god.
That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
You burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Cornelius Vanderbilt?
One of the 2 Earth Directorate assault cruisers, assigned to patrol the Halcyon system. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Lilia sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Haley?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
And Parvati? What do you think?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help.
Yeah.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony.
I'm thinking we recruit her for Phineas. You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much convincing, did it?
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it.
Oh, cool.
I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine.
Oh, he's going to want to fight us, ain't he?
Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
God, persuade 100. It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here.
Wrong answer.
Oh shit, how many of them are there? Bloody hell. Right. Oh, let's just start with you, mate. Oh, how much bloody health do you have? Bloody hell. Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, you can just tank this, can't you, mate? But not got cover here, is there? Who left? That one. What else do I have? But it doesn't feel like my weapons do too much. Come on. Got there in the end. I think I need some more like shock weapons. Oh boy. Let's loot all these. Oh, a tactical shotgun. Is that any good? 695. It'd be better than the bloody mind control ray. Let's do 960. The plasma carbine, but a 156. Let's change this out. Assault rifle, vermin. Yeah, I really don't have anything that can do some good damage, do I? 518? No. Shock cannon ultra, sure, why not? This is doing some shock damage. The MSI Sortuna Sera. And it does burn. This is the shocker thing. Damn, it looks cool. Design of it. Oh, is this like a flamethrower? Hold on. Yes, it absolutely is. I think that's my shotgun. Right. We've got some stuff to loot. You don't care, do you? Because we're leaving, right?
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Hi boy. Let's crack on out of here. All the enemies? Really? But I saw much more. Okay. So let's bugger off. Oof. You know, I recently rewatched the Outer Worlds 2 presentation. My god. The amount of freedom we're gonna have in the sequel is insane. Like, just looking at some of the traits like bad knees. It's just ridiculous. Right, so we have to go back to Lilia. I'm guessing we just pretend she's dead. Where is Reginald Fulbrook? But we'll go visit Ellie's parents now. Oh, literally right here.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial.
So she wants us to be basically like a terrible person, I guess. Bloody hell, Ellie. Your parents are loaded, lovey.
Marilyn, is that
Marilyn?
We certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend.
Hello.
We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Okay, spit on the floor. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with me.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
Oh.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Don't treat her like that. She's come a long way to see you.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside
Ellie, I don't
shoes
think they
all
really
over your
care,
nice
love.
floors.
Hold up, these floors aren't just nice, they're top quality marble.
He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Huh. It's not for lack of people trying, believe me.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
Jesus Christ.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Wow. Talk about making lemons slap out of lemons. What the hell? 2 or 3. I'm sure you're much happier now knowing Ellie's alive and well, right? Yeah, let's try that.
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Oh, God. Tell them Ellie's back. You'll be the talk of the town.
That's the other problem.
Oh, God.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
Oh, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
Wow.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Ellie, are you done with these jerks?
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you
Yep.
to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Now, you people should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Wow. Kinda fucked up.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
But they obviously care more about the bloody money than Ellie. I don't think we can loot any of these places, can we? Nah, nothing's available. Okay. I'm guessing Ellie will have like some quest where we can screw over her parents.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals... Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
Yeah. How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real.
Oh my
or,
god.
oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
They're terrible. How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day.
Oh my god.
Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
You're really hurt, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Yeah. It's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base. Or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
I think there's a lesson here, Ellie.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're in for a big talk.
Let's go with... You can... I don't really like these options. Well, you've got to surround yourself with people who will really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Yeah, you could. Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
True. Okay, so how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium.
Okay.
Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
Lovely. Nope. Ready to go. Go to the insurance office. How the bloody hell do we get there? Ooh, we can go this way. And then let's wrap around.
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon.
I do
and I'm
like
a
the
mechanic.
design of this
We both
town.
fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more
Those
noses
look
than
cool.
bones. Nowadays, I probably
Makes
shoot
me
more
excited
than I
for
save.
the sequel.
Fraser's Choice free sliced bread.
Okay, just wrap around here. And then we're here. What's this? The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Not open to the general public. Oh goddamn. So that is now going to the ship, isn't it? Yeah. I think I'll just stick to the main story for now then. Yeah, let's go to the Minister's Guard. And into Billingsley's, I think. See if we can snatch a card. Hello, God Mayfield. It's a quick save. I'm gonna screw this up.
Hey! Stand back, you.
Oof.
I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Okay, no problem. Are you supposed to? I think didn't know I was talking to such a big shot.
Yep, you're looking at the Minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Congratulations, mate. What's so important about guarding Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone.
Oh, of course not. Congratulations.
Yep. I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
Jesus Christ. Okay, how about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Okay.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
Offer him a Spectrum vodka. Here's to your promotion.
Here's to me. Hey, you were really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm so...
Yeah.
I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Let's give him another.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right?
No, of course not. So,
Wow, you got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that.
So let's get him mullered and then steal the key card.
Was that one supposed to taste like Purpleberry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
And then we follow him into the toilets.
I just need to sit down.
Captain, sit down.
Lovely. Easy enough. Right. Now let's head on over to the minister.
Your best find this week.
I think we come
You don't
up
much
here,
like me,
wrap
huh?
round here. Yeah.
It's nothing personal. I'm just not the touchy-feely
Oh,
type.
the bloody hell.
It's just... You seem fine with
Let's
the
go all the
others.
way round.
Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
setting
here we
yourself
go.
up for a letdown.
Hello.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I'm here for Minister Clark.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
HPS? Was the minister expecting a delivery?
Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
Alright, sorry mate. Let's go grab his parcel. Okay, this is kind of getting a little annoying. I hate it when games do this where it's like your objective is on like one side of the map and then you have to keep like backtracking. Oof. Let's go around and around. There.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be.
No problem with this. Whoop. No, probably not. Halcyon Postal Service. Okay, let's go in. Let's see what we can get. Hi. You don't care, mate? Anything else in here? Oh, bloody hell. That's some good bloody loot. Ooh. That was close.
Hey, I saw that.
Oh shit.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
I don't have time for this. Move along.
Really? My board reputation decreased again. I guess he doesn't care. Okay. Okay, let's level up. Bloody hell. Yeah, let's do heavy weapons. Right, let's get going. Go back to the minister. We need to go this way. Oh, the bloody way back around. That's alright. At least it's not too far.
You must be joking.
Back again.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here, or...?
Yes. Delivery for the minister.
Yeah? Let's see it.
I've got this parcel right here.
Looks like your papers are in order. All right. Go on through.
Thank you. Minister Clark's residence. I like how I still have my massive bloody gun out.
How did you get in here?
Shut up. Right. Quick save.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Cut the crap. I'm here for dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then?
Huh. I have records proving you've been hoarding dimethyl sulfoxide.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Back up and tell me what you're talking about.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Why would he go through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years.
Alright, fair point.
But there is a way to find out. And
okay.
Perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
Okay.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
Okay, just tell me how to get there.
Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
The tunnels sound good. I prefer a quiet approach.
Well, you won't have much human company down there. Plenty of sprats and automechanicals, though.
Okay.
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
Then I'll be on my way.
Wait.
Oh, good.
Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
What's on the cartridge?
What isn't on it is the real question.
Okay.
I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention.
Good plan.
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
Oh, okay. Well then. I'll kindly bugger off. Let's go. It's always like, well, just one more thing. You think you're coming to the end of the line? Nope, just one more thing. Chairman's office. Right, let's get going.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see this?
Impropriety. Bloody hell. Okay, Acropolis District.
The Acropolis District is off limits. Move along.
Mind if I take a breather? I'm pretty tired after hauling around all these bits.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about?
These 3148 bits have been weighing me down all day. Here, you hold them.
Sure. Let me just take that off your hands. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis District.
Goodbye.
I never could have handled the desk job.
That was bloody easy. The HHC building.
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
Hello, Beatrice. Let's, save.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
Where the bloody hell is my, quest marker? Oh, it's all the way up. Okay. Excuse me, coming through.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
Is this official enough for you?
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Oh, bloody hell. That's ridiculous.
It's procedure. Now, let's see.
Oh, thank God.
Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
How about you save us both some trouble and let me through?
I was going to suggest that myself. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms.
Lovely, thank you. Mighty fine of you.
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Cool, no problem. Well, let's get going up. Oh, there's no elevator music. That's disappointing. Okay. Hello, mate. Percival.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
What exactly do you do here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Oh, right. Any chance I can meet Chairman Rockwell?
Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration.
Of course.
Will there be anything else?
Are we on my way? Wow, that's pretty easy to get through, ain't it?
Excuse me, just a moment.
Busy.
Is there something I can do for you?
You! Stop that!
Just goes to show.
What do you think you're doing?
Persuade. I was just leaving.
You made your point.
That was bloody easy.
I can take a hint.
Right. View priority message. Chairman. The rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Halcyon is on the brink of starvation. The board scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. You'll see the current version when you print your keycard for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. And yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfoxide has been delivered there. It's waiting for your sign off on a broad stroke, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. Don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited, Sophia. I'll print the ministry's keycard. Oh, hello.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us.
Oh my god.
As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed.
Bloody hell.
But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Jesus Christ.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Right. That's kind of crazy. Can I check it again? Send Minister Clark's message to Earth. Can I actually bloody do that? I can. Please allow between 3 and 9 months for your message to complete. That's ridiculous. And we've got his personal files as well. Subject, what's taking so long? First of all, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clark's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for Lord's sake, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department, and they make this announcement sound like a damn funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Masseuse, reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to. Okay, food reserves. Chairman, I've made inquiries and can confirm that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Soon, people are going to stop feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Wow. And the other corporations? The heads of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Huh. Oh, lovely. He's really got nothing else. Like a few bits and pieces of absolute crap, but I mean, you'd think like a chairman would have some good loot in his office. Oh, move your asses. Can't go through there. No? Nothing good at all.
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
You should get back to your desk. I saw somebody eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Okay. I am out of here. I'll say, like, the story for this game is just really, like, ridiculously good. Also, some of the choices you get are just batshit insane. In the best way, though. Now we have to go get our dimethyl sulfoxide. Unlock with Minister of Accuracy and Morale. Let's go in. Is it up? Oh, it's down this time. Okay. City office. Restricted. Hello.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
Okay. Showing the chairman's key card. How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Bugger. Oh, I need Intimidate at 70. How do we get this X-36 clearance? Just pickpocket. Actually, can I? Nah. Oh my God. Okay. This is good. I think. Hello.
Keep your shoulders up.
Yeah, I think we're in the clear. I think we're all good. Yes. Okay, good, good. Bloody save it. Hello. Right.
Let the record show that subject.
No. Central lab. This is looking pretty good. Oh, bloody hell. Where is this going? It's going up. Well, I can see my thingy has run out. might be in the clear though. Don't know. We're absolutely not in the clear. Don't come this way. That is very kind of you. Okay. Can we sneak past? We can. Come on, come on, come on.
Nice going.
Get in here. I think we just have to jump down, don't we? Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, hold on. Let's do the main thing first. Oh, okay, so it is transfer. This procedure may result in the invalidation of experiment results and the death of human test subjects. Continue. Reducing the dimethyl sulfoxide concentration to 0 will result in the cancellation of the experiment and the loss of associated data. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving 73.629 dimethyl sulfoxide concentration in circulation. Experiment details. Rockwell Charles. Objective to repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject and the loss of associated productivity. Well, we will transfer 100%. Let's check the lab notes. The addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We are still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing their supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide. We may have to do with this batch. Aha. Oh. You know, that really sucks for them. Yeah. Oh, we have some new. Lovely. Thank you kindly. Alright. Let's save. Make sure we don't get put into a crappy situation. Oh, that was bloody good exit. Okay. So, are we going back to Phineas now, right? Yeah. Let's go back.
Why was I built to feel ennui? You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Okay.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
What? I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work.
Oh, thank you.
I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up.
Right.
When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
Yep. You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
You wanted to talk to me, make your offer.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
I'm listening.
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Wanted for what exactly?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Oh, I like number 5. Hold on, getting a lot of noise in the signal. Could you F off and never call back?
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here. Something I really like about this game is like once you get to
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab,
Terra 2,
Captain, and
you
we
can
are
pretty
still in
much
one piece.
decide
Shall I
to
congratulate myself?
shut up, Ada.
Do the honors.
Right when you get to, I think it's Terra 2, but like you can pretty much just hand Phineas in to the board and like immediately. I did try to do that on my first playthrough, but then that was like at the launch and the game just like crashed on me, so I just gave up. But at least this time I'm actually getting pretty far into the game.
I've kept myself busy in your absence.
Oh, have you?
Optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists.
Lovely.
All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
I found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Yeah. I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives.
Yeah.
Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage?
Yes.
Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct such an experiment, unless they're working on some kind of hibernation technology. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
The colony is on the verge of collapse. The board's been trying to cover it up.
I know. I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
I mean, everyone's gonna die. It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Yes.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope?
No.
For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all, toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Oof. We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Okay. Well, there's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius!
Thank you. Yes.
We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
Lovely.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
This is kind of nuts. Yeah, I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Yeah, you're right. I wanted to talk about the Hope. Let's see.
How can I help?
Exactly, can we ask? Do I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
I'm not really interested in any other options, so let's get going. We've leveled up again, and we get heavy weapons up to 80. Heavy weapons frenzy, critical hits, increased rate of fire 30%.
Funny ship and skip it across the system? What could go wrong?
We're going back to the ship, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, let's head up to the Hope. Oh, we've got a perk point as well. Let's have a ganders. Yeah, armor rating. Pretty good perk.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes?
Yes.
Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Cool. Okay, let's head to the Hope.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
Will
You'll
do,
have to
Ada.
connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
Oh, okay. Tell me about the Hope.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
What was that doing again?
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope. You'll have to connect me to the...
Alright, that's all.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Oh, thank you.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational
Varty and Ellie.
schemes.
Let's get going. I'm guessing the board are already here, aren't they? Right, let's crack on. Let's see how... Bloody hell, how bloody big is this shit? Oh, if it's got hundreds of thousands. Right. Auxiliary power station. Hatch. Power is now being routed from the docking bay. Reactor is now in auxiliary power mode. Status. Power status. Auxiliary mode. Bloody hell. 22,000 days overdue. 22,000. Yeah. Microwave short-circuited after some idiot left his fork on his plate. Okay. All hibernation storage systems are functioning within intended parameters. Okay, good to know.
Let's hope we don't have to run in a hurry.
Oh, hi. Okay, I actually wasn't expecting guards, to be honest. But okay. What the bloody hell is this guy? Right, what's new? Anyone mad about this? No. Good. Let's steal the loot. Oh, bloody hell. No, I actually haven't checked my armor in a while. What am I using though? Medium. 33. I mean, I don't use handguns, but 29. Oh, 49 for heavy. And then 35. 34. But it's heavy. 38. Bloody one-handed melee, but... Ugh. This is 38, but skill bonus is only for one-handed melee. This is sneak plus 7. Ranged weapons. Hello. 99. Right. Hello, Quincy Duncan.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
I am... science or engineering? I'll do science.
Ugh, I don't want to know. You lab coats do the filthiest work. All right. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger-happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Okay. Lovely jubbly. This whole starving to death thing is all it's cracked up to be. On the upside, the bathrooms are the cleanest they've been since we left port. It's made my job a hell of a lot easier. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, but did I actually pick up any? All I got is that. Ah. Found it. Dude. We are... Are we going up? We are absolutely not. Hey Rez, yeah, bored up for under torts? Yeah, but I've got bridge duty or whatever. Just a bunch of crap, ain't it? Can I hack this?
Got nimble fingers, Captain.
Aha. Pick up all this, and then let's go down this way. It seems like we should be good. I think. Oh, that was close.
Processing.
Oh shit. Well, there's got to be a way we can turn off these turrets, right? I'm guessing it's this. No.
Can't think of much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Ooh. Ignore me, ignore me, ignore me. Route communications through the unreliable.
And am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
Here they come!
Right, let's do this. Well, it is what it is. Anyone else got a problem? Doesn't look like it.
Remember not to take breaks on company time.
Really? Okay, guess we're going this way. Okay, let's go through it. What's that? A bloody hell. And Ellie leveled up as well. Lee. Cool. And Barbati leveled up. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Hi. Bye.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Let's save. Comms. Patch Ada free.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Cramped. Okay, I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
It's okay. Skip the Hope to Terra 2.
Jump starting the skip
Oh,
drive.
this is gonna be cool.
Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Yeah.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport.
Oh my god.
And this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope.
What?
It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Here we go. Holy. Boom. And we made it. Of course we did.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh god. Has he been...
I hardly felt a thing.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Are you gonna be pissed? Yeah, I think he is.
Here they come!
Hey, what happened?
I got another fighting me.
Hey. Good fight. What is this way?
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed?
We don't
No.
have to.
That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
Bye.
At least no one's gonna mind if we take their stuff.
I think we have to take this. Let's see if we can find our way back. Whee. So unnecessary. Oh, right at the end. That sucks. Yeah, I don't think the board liked me too much. You piss off. Parvati, come here. Let's get going. Right. Let's get back on the ship. Oh, 2 energy cells. That was bloody useful. Right. I'm guessing that woman from the board is probably...
Captain, I am receiving it. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Oh, here we go.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember.
What's that?
The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine.
Okay.
You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out
Is he
with
dead?
me. I'll never...
Yep.
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Ah, shit. Is Phineas dead? I'm guessing it is the security guard that called us up from the
We've
board.
arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. We'll be here, Captain.
Let's do it. So the board are here. Okay. This can be a big fight. But he's got enough like scientific weapons. Don't shock me, you prick. Need help. Healing. A bit occupied. Behind me? Aha. Oh, hello. Obscure body in the SK system. Okay, good to know. Hey, got some loot. Oh, 53. A hibernation helmet. Okay, we need to get in here. Oh, has Phineas been kidnapped? Where is it? I think we have to find the password. Ah, there you go. Okay, if you're seeing the screen, I, Phineas Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the Aether. If this is Dang, I've prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Okay, let's see his personal files. First entry. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing and apparently they're all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists, if only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense, did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. Second entry. 113 seconds, new record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average, before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know. The Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. Can still hear the screaming, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological toll significant. 1 to subject number 13. The final entry. I always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right, I am. I regret what I've done. But I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time I return to work. Aye me. So, we've got some loot in a panel. Here we are. Tartarus Navkey. Finn's Force. What is... Okay, let's get this to 100. And then... What did I just put? Finn's Force 630. It's a long gun. Magtaray type N-ray. Damage 53. Now let's try it out. And then let's break in and steal the loot.
Nice going.
Armor parts. Toilet. So we have to go break Phineas out of prison then. Oh, this will be fun. It will be fun for the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It will really help me out. And I hope to see you in the next episode. So take it easy and I'll see you later. Bye.